What's up, y'all? So the other day, the world found out something that I basically already knew, and that's that Michael Jeffrey Jordan be lying. Mike be out here lying. In fact, we found out that Michael Jeffrey Jordan was lying as RDO revealed that Michael Jeffrey Jordan, said that if Isiah Thomas plays on the Dream Team, then he would not be playing, right? Which is something that he denied in his docuseries. In fact, Michael Jordan flat out said that he never did anything to keep Isiah Thomas off of the Dream Team. And now audio has proved that that was a lie, that he lied about that. And don't give me that excuse about Michael Jordan didn't specifically say you can't put Isiah on the team, because he basically did say that when he said that if Isiah plays, then he's not playing. Because, of course, the NBA wanted the face of the league on their team, right? The NBA would have wanted, they direly wanted Michael Jordan to be playing in the Olympic Games for the world to see. He was the face of the league, the best player in the league. Michael Jordan was the most marketable player in the league. So they wanted to have him on that platform for the world to see in the games. And Michael Jordan was the only one at that time that had clout and cachet at that point to get somebody kicked off of the team. For real. He was the only player on the Dream Team whose opinion mattered, for real, who everybody would stop and listen to. If Michael Jordan said he didn't want a player on the team, that player would be removed from the team because the league did not want to risk not having the face of the league on that roster. Point blank, period. I don't care what nobody told you. That's what happened at the end of the discussion. That's what happened, right? Michael Jordan basically told Rod Thorne, it's either me or him. And him being Isiah Thomas. He basically said it's either me or him. And of course the league picked Michael Jordan over Isiah Thomas because he was the more popular player. He was the face of the league. Rod Thorne asked Michael Jordan to come play for the Dream Team, and basically Mike said, who all gonna be there? Mike pulled a who all gonna be there at that point. And he said, if Isiah there, I'm not included on that team. Now I want to ask y'all something. Can y'all imagine how the world will react if LeBron James banned Steph Curry or Kawhi Leonard off of an Olympic team because he didn't like them? Like, can y'all imagine that? Y'all know what would happen, man. LeBron would be getting murdered in the media, right? And I find it funny that most of the media members who praise and make excuses for everything Michael Jordan does, how ironically, it's quite ironic, they're all on vacation this week. Even my boy Chris Broussard is on vacation. Stephen A. Smith is not working this week. Mike Wilbon ain't working this week. Chicago native Mike Wilbon, he's nowhere to be found this week. Ain't that ironic, man? Like, my problem with all of this is, if Mike said, if Mike, I'm looking at Michael Jordan. If you said you didn't want to play because Isiah Thomas was going to be there, own up to it. Own up to it, man. Admit it. If you say you was not going to play on the Dream Team, if Isiah Thomas was a part of that Dream Team, admit it and own up to it, man. If Michael Jordan is the alpha male that everybody says he is and everybody believes him to be, then he should own up to his dirty work. Own up to your dirty work, Mike. For real, all I ever hear is Michael Jordan is a man's man. He's a man's man. If that's the case, he would have no problem owning up to not wanting Isiah Thomas on that Dream Team instead of lying about it for all these years. He kept it going, kept lying about it. I'm looking like, come on, man. For real? For real? Mike sitting up there lying in his docuseries. But it doesn't shock me at all that Michael Jordan be lying. Again, as I said at the beginning of this video, I already knew Michael Jordan be lying because I remember when Nori came out and said that Michael Jordan said fuck rap at a party, right? And then Michael Jordan came out and said he was never at that party that Nori was talking about. He was never at that party. Then Nori found pictures of Michael Jordan at that very same party he denied being at. He dug up pictures of Michael Jordan at that very same party Mike denied being at. So y'all tell me who telling the truth. Mike be out here lying. The whole time on that docuseries, Mike up in there stuttering, I didn't say that, but if you want to put it on me, go ahead. Fam, Mike, own up to what you said, bro. For real. Mike had no problem calling Horace Grant a rat. He had no problem looking into the camera and calling Isiah Thomas an asshole. He had no problem calling his teammate Scottie Pippen selfish. He had no problem telling on his teammates, dry snitching on his teammates, doing drugs in the room with women, but he can't own up to what he said. Come on, fam. Like, you don't, why you gotta deny it or lie about it? You said what you said. And if that's the case, it will be the end of it. Just say you said what you said, right? And everybody tries to make it out to be this whole chemistry excuse. This whole chemistry issue. People are out here saying, you know what? Guys didn't get along with Isiah Thomas. He was a bad guy. He would have messed up the team chemistry. Come on, y'all. I got common sense. How much damn chemistry do you need to beat Serbia and Angola? How much chemistry do you need to beat these teams? Come on now. And secondly, in the real world, everybody works side by side with people we don't particularly like, that we don't get along with all the time. So let me ask y'all this. So what makes this situation different? So different. We all work side by side with people we don't particularly care for all the time. So what the hell? You know, Isiah Thomas is a top 50 player of all time and is arguably the second greatest point guard to ever play the game, only behind Irvin Magic Johnson. He's a two-time champion. He is one of the only little guys to ever lead his team to championships. Isiah Thomas was so good, he messed up the transition of superstardom from Magic and Larry Bird to Michael Jordan. Zeke made the league wait a few years for the coronation of Michael Jordan after he won his back-to-back championships. So Isiah Thomas deserved to be on that team. I don't care what y'all talking about. He deserved to be on that dream team. For real, it's a historic, the greatest team ever assembled. He deserved to be a part of that, right? And I always hear this too. People out here saying Isiah Thomas was on his last leg by the time the dream team came around. He was on his last leg. Don't give me that either, right? Because Larry Bird retired at the end of the Olympics, and Magic Johnson had already retired a year before the Olympics came around due to HIV. So don't bring up Isiah Thomas being past his prime at the time, because I'm not trying to hear it. What I'm trying to hear about is Michael Jordan out here lying in a documentary and lying and not owning up to what he said. Stand down on what you said. If you said it, say I said it is what it is. I ain't fool with him. I ain't fool with him. I don't want him on the team. I did that. Don't come out here. I don't know where it came from, but if you want to put it on me, man, Mike, you said that, bro, for real. And people love calling today's players sensitive and always in their feelings and so on and so forth. But Michael Jordan still feels sensitive about Isiah Thomas not shaking his hand, that he's been holding a grudge for 30 years. And it's evident from watching the Last Dance docuseries. It's evident him calling him an asshole and all this and all of that. He don't like Zeke to this day, right? But Zeke don't care though, for real, because Zeke from Chicago, Illinois. He from the crib. He don't give a damn anyway. How it go, he don't care. And Zeke came in and applied that pressure on ESPN First Take when he was talking to Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith. He said, guys say a lot of stuff. I hear them saying a lot of stuff about me in the media, behind my back. They say a lot of stuff. I found all these quotes from these guys. But when we face to face, I don't feel that same energy. Where you at with it? I don't feel that energy when I see them face to face. So come on, man. What is that, man? For real. Like, and people love calling Zeke a punk for his Pistons teams playing aggressive with Michael Jordan and beating up on Michael Jordan all the time. But what I find so funny about this whole thing, y'all calling Zeke a punk and all that. What I find so funny about this whole thing is that Michael Jordan, a guy that was ruthless and had a win at all costs mentality, he despised a guy that would win at all costs like Isiah Thomas. Tell me how that makes sense. He despised Isiah Thomas because he didn't shake his hand, right? He despised Isiah Thomas, the same guy that had a win at all costs mentality. For real. You know what I mean? But I really made this video because I'm just so tired of everybody disrespecting Zeke and acting like he wasn't as great as he is, or as great as he is as a player, acting like he's or he ain't really that good and all of that because he isn't Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Regardless, Zeke is an outstanding basketball player. The best player to ever come out of the city of Chicago. And you got guys from Chicago, Illinois, talking down on Zeke and trying to clown Zeke out in favor of Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Now, I understand, being a Chicago native Southside representative all day to the bone gristle from Chicago, Illinois. I understand. Mike he made our franchise relevant. He brought us 6 championships. But I would never turn my back on a Chicago native son like Zeke, only because him and Michael Jordan don't get along. This whole thing that Isiah jealous of Mike and all this, I told y'all before, Isiah record like 3-1 against Michael Jordan in the playoffs, right? They swept the Bulls twice. You know what I mean? Isiah had a run where he beat Mike, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson in the same year, man. Like, come on, man. He's a former NBA Finals MVP, like, had averaged 14 assists in a season before. Like, for real, one of the greatest point guards to ever do it. He retired early due to injuries. He retired young at like 32 or something like that. He could have kept playing had it not been for them injuries. You know, but I don't know, people acting like Zeke just this like he's I don't know, like he chopped liver or something. I don't like that, man. Especially people coming. Especially I don't like it coming from people from Chicago, Illinois, because you know we like because Mike brought us the championships and all of that. Don't forget who really like Zeke was a winner. Zeke won in high school, won a state championship, won a championship in the NCAA tournament, won with Indiana, and won back-to-back championships for the Detroit Pistons, man. Won in Indiana, then followed that back up, came and won back-to-back in Detroit, man. That's a great accomplishment, man. As a little man, he was a guard, 6'1", 180 pounds, leading his team to championships. When little guys wasn't doing that then. No little dude was doing that then, so don't act like he chopped liver, man. But whole premise of this is, we caught Michael Jordan lying out here. He lying about that, so I know he was lying about some other stuff too. Had no problem talking about what Scottie Pippen was selfish and calling Isiah an asshole and all this and all of that. He had no problem doing none of that. He called Horace Grant a rat and all this and all that. Dry snitching on teammates and everything. But he can't own up to the fact that he said he wasn't gonna play if Isiah Thomas didn't play. For real, Mike. Own up to it, man. And this doesn't change Michael Jordan's status as the greatest player of all time. I still think he's the greatest player of all time in my eyes. But I'm going to call a spade a spade. I'm going to call it how I see it. Mike out here, he wild for that, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? He lied. And now the world know about it. But it is what it is, man. But Mike should have just owned up to it. If you said it, say, yeah, I said it. Yeah, I ain't want him on the team. So what? And we were like, okay, that's that killer we talking about. That's that alpha male, that killer, that killer mentality. That's that killer mentality that we love from Michael Jordan. The world can say that. Not when you dancing around about it and you, I didn't say. Come on, fam. That earring just hanging on by dear life. I didn't see it. Brent, Mike, man, you said it. Mike up in there. Don't even get to play with Mike, man. Mike up in there sipping on that drink, his eyes yellow as a mug. Eyes yellow like a mug. Mike, say what you said and say you said it. Own up to it, man. Machiavelli Mills TV. I'm gone for y'all. Y'all gonna get mad at me. I know the comments is coming, but I don't give a damn. Machiavelli Mills TV. Peace.